Okay, let's talk about security structures. So you have to understand the type of security that you're getting, okay? Not understanding security structures is really a death wish. What is dilution? What is a convert? What are preferred shares? What are common shares? Don't worry, I'll explain this in very easy to understand terms. And sometimes you have to lawyer up and hire a lawyer to help you with understanding these structures. And there's a lot of great websites out there that'll help you with this as well. So, if you get a chance, watch The Social Network, that movie, and you'll see how one or two of the executives from Facebook, the early employees, got screwed for legal reasons. Read that contract. I mentioned that before. All right, let's talk about common stock, okay? This is the lowest of the low, okay? It's the last claim on the company, okay? And it can be sold to others. And so what happens is if you invest in a company that is publicly traded, like say Microsoft, MSFT is the ticker, you'll most likely receive common stock. Early on, venture capital firms, if they invest in your company, they will get better than common stock. You'll get common if you're the founder. They'll get preferred shares, right? And so if a company goes belly up, the first company to get paid or get the money back first is the banks, the debt holders, then the preferred shareholders, then the common shareholders, okay? And so what are preferred shares? Well, again, they have a senior claim to common shares, right? They have more power. A liquidation preference as well, meaning if the firm goes belly up or goes IPO, the preferred shareholders get paid first. They also get dividends before the common shareholders do, right? And again, venture capital firms get preferred shares. They get preferential treatment because they're taking on a lot of risk. And the employees get common stock. Okay, what is convertible preferred? What is this stuff? Like, Chris, don't make this too complicated. I won't. So at the IPO, preferred shares convert into common shares, right? So what happens is if I'm a venture capital firm and I invest in your company, and your company goes public, right? What happens is my shares convert from preferred shares into regular common shares. And I'm not allowed to sell for 6 months after the IPO, right? That's called the IPO lockup. And that's why stocks go down 6 months after IPO sometimes. Okay, again, when you buy stocks in the United States on the markets, on the NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, et cetera, those are usually common shares. And sometimes they convert at a 2-to-1 ratio. So you'll get, 2 common shares for every 1 preferred share you have. Every legal structure is different though. Now, don't ever, please start a company and have people give you money, get investors, and value the company too high. I know it sounds ludicrous, but I'm gonna give you an example, okay? Let's say you started a company that made clickers, right? And you don't have any revenue yet, and some rich dude gives you, $100,000, right? And he says, okay, I will only give you $100,000 if you value your company at $50 million, right? And so say you own half the company after this, and you're like, wow, I'm worth $25 million on paper. Well, you're not, right? And it's the death wish because you'll never be able to do another round higher. And what happens is, bear with me here, when somebody does the A round and they invest in your company, it's done at a certain valuation, and people will only do the B round or give you more money at a higher valuation. Why? Because these people want to get a return on their investment, right? They want to mark it up, right? If these people have to do an investment round below, right, or a new investor's come in to do it below, then what happens is all your early investors get really pissed off. They get really pissed off at you because they're losing money on their investment in you. So if you make the valuation for, say, the A round or the seed round too high, you'll never be able to do a B round. So just be careful and never do a down round, right? Everyone gets angry at you, and what happens is you get massively diluted, right? You'll own less of the company. So what's an up round? Obviously, it's the opposite. It's the right thing to do. If they price the Series A or the earlier stage low enough, not too low, but low enough. Okay, and we'll do a really in-depth example of this very soon. Okay, so the Series B has got to be a higher valuation. Series C, higher valuation. Of course, IPO, higher valuation. And then Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, who are our investment bankers, they look like rock stars if the stock goes up 30% or more day one. Okay, and we'll cover that Okay, so in each round, the earlier investors have the rights to invest a little bit more so they don't get diluted, okay? And that's called a pro rata. So let's say I own 10% of your company and I'm a venture capital firm. And we did the A round at a valuation of, I don't know, 10 million bucks. Someone else comes in, another VC firm, and does the B round at $20 million valuation. Well, I still want to own the same percentage of the firm I owned in the A round. So I have the rights to actually call capital. Remember the extra 20% left over from my investors? And actually invest more money so I don't get diluted. So I own the same number of shares. I don't have to, but I can. And that basically offsets dilution for me.